Jacob, first of all, what led you to come to North Central Missouri College? Tell us about your journey here.
A plus was a big reason. I did A plus in high school, so that was probably the biggest reason for coming here. Close to home. I actually got a lot of family that live here in Trenton. My grandma, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. So I always wanted to go here. So the A plus helped the decision, really.
Well, where are you from? Where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school in Winston, small town.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's really small. So I went to high school there, played basketball 4 years, did a little bit of track, did a little bit of I was a softball manager, had assistant coach / manager, helped them out. I enjoyed softball a lot.
You enjoy softball?
Oh, yeah. So that was pretty fun.
Okay, so in Winston, I drive through a lot. It doesn't seem to be much there. Did you live right in the town, or was it outside somewhere?
I live outside the town. There's not much there, so when you drive through, you can blink and miss Winston. So
absolutely.
I live outside of town, out by right off the interstate, right actually by the racetrack. So.
Oh, okay. Are you a farm kid? Is it a farm situation?
No, not quite a farm. Just my grandpa actually owned the racetrack there in Winston.
Really?
So I grew up around racing my whole life. Still do it. That's probably my favorite hobby. Besides basketball, I love it.
I think I've seen the racetrack. What is it? A dirt track
for
what? Modifieds or what?
Dirt track. It's modified stock cars, sport mods. Everything. They run about everything out there. So.
And it's still active.
Oh yeah.
In these days, there aren't a lot of tracks left open, are there?
Not in Missouri. There's one in Osborne. Bethany used to run a little bit. I was really thriving in dirt track racing. We go up there and run a little bit, but not in Missouri. Not much there anymore.
Yeah. This is something you've done though.
Oh yeah, my whole life. My grandpa was a race when he was 16 and. He on the racetrack, so I grew up around it. I was setting up in the booth in a stroller when I was little. So
really? That's a great story.
Oh yeah,
great story.
My brother actually raced last year, and I think I'm going to get into a car this year a little bit. So it's pretty exciting.
Okay. Well, what about your basketball career at Winston? What was that like?
Not much losing, I can tell you that.
Really?
Oh yeah, I only lost 11 games through all 4 years. 1,000-point scorer, all conference every year, all district.
Wow.
Won a lot of games, had a lot of good teammates, great coach. That's probably what I look back the most. My coach was great role model for me.
Who was it?
Eric Lewis.
Okay.
A great coach, great role model, great guy. But a lot of fun. Winston had a rep around here. Everybody knew Winston. Everybody knew Winston was good. So that was one thing that I liked. I embraced it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't embrace something like it.
Why didn't you pursue it in college a little bit?
I actually tried to, and Coach E actually asked me to be a walk-on, and I put in a lot of time in high school and a lot of effort, and it was basketball 5 days a week, morning and after school, and I was like, I just figured it was time to hang it up and pursue my coaching aspects, and Coach E offered me this, and it was like an opportunity of a lifetime. I couldn't turn it down,
right.
you know.
Well, I tell students all the time, if you're a basketball player, it's just like some students have a job at Walmart or they work at the girl or whatever. It's a job.
Yeah.
You're being paid in one way or another to be there in most cases.
That's for sure.
So, So the managerial role that you have, a student coach, I guess, is officially the title, correct?
Yeah.
What's the opportunity there for you?
The opportunity is just to watch Coach E, really. He's got this program turned around. He's got this group of guys, this school really thriving these last few years. But so watching him and seeing how the college level works, and not only that, I get to travel a little bit with the team and get to see other coaches, see how they run their systems and their plays. Like we just traveled to Southwestern last night, and
I was going to say, there's some travel for you.
Yeah.
You might want to keep that on your map for a vacation spot.
Yeah. They had a good coach, and they ran some good plays and good sets, and that's one thing I reflect on after every game is like, how'd we do as a team? How'd the other team do? And just throwing my ideas out there to Coach E and Coach Lave. I enjoyed a lot, and being around the dudes is pretty awesome, pretty special.
It's neat to be around people that are committed to something like athletic teams are at the college level.
For sure.
Who are some of your mentors, or maybe people you've read about, or you pattern yourself after?
As a player, LeBron was my favorite. I always liked Bron. The way he played, the way he led himself on the court was pretty special. I liked him. But as a coach and looking at it now, obviously my coach, my high school coach, I really want to be everything he did because he stuck around. he had plenty of opportunities to leave Winston. He stuck around for 31 years. And
Wow.
yeah, the community really.
That's big time.
Yeah, the community really loves him, and he's retiring this year. So being like that, staying somewhere and really getting to coach kids and their kids, that's something special to me. Coach E, the way he's built the program, like culture, Coach E's really got that going here. And then Coach K, I'm a really big Duke fan, so Coach K, watching him and how he does his thing and how he's built culture there,
Right.
came into a program that really wasn't succeeding and now arguably the best college basketball program there is.
Yeah. They wanted to fire him after his first couple of years.
Yeah, because he wasn't doing so
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
And then Dustin Figg, he actually came to win. He's from Keatsville, graduated Hale. He did the student manager, student assistant deal like I'm doing too. So he really helped the decision on this process. And he's actually at Montgomery County now, and so he's a really life mentor, just the way he handled himself and built relationships with his players, his students, and so I really like the aspect of getting to know kids and
Right.
being able to help them in their situations,
Well, you've talked a little bit about your grandfather now. What about the rest of your family? Can you tell us something about them?
My mom, Jennifer Hisel, she graduated from Breckenridge, so I didn't think it could get any smaller in Winston, but you go through Breckenridge, there's not much
That's
there.
a small town.
Yeah. My dad, he's actually from here in Trenton, Randy Hisel, and so my grandma, she lives here. My uncles, they live here. My uncle comes to every home game. He sets up there right inside the door. You can't miss him. He's going to let the refs know if they make a bad call.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, he's on him. He's on him.
Are you learning anything in regards to that from him?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Growing up, I learned it too, all
Yeah.
the time. My brother, he went to school here. He was 2 years here, and Miss Koppel and Miss Bird actually helped him get his job there in Cameron that he's worked
Nice.
at, and he's been there ever since. So just the atmosphere here and the community feel. I know a lot of people here and grew up around Trenton, so
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Your aspirations are in coaching, or are you thinking about doing something like in education as well, or in business, or what are you thinking?
Education and coaching like at the same time. Like
Right.
I want to be a principal. That's what
Okay.
the main goal. Like eventually stop and settle down and be a principal. But I know some schools don't like your principal to be your coach. But that'd be the ideal job.
Kind of depending on the size
Yeah,
of the school,
exactly.
I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be the ideal job, though, is being a principal and a coach at the same time. Boys, though, not girls. Not girls.
Okay, now you're going to get yourself in some trouble.
I know. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, right. Well, I tell you what, it's been a pleasure. I know Coach Esri appreciates the things you do for the team, as the guys do as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward, because this is your first year. You'll be back next year, you think?
If opportunities there, yeah, for
Right,
sure. Yeah,
right.
For
All right.
sure.
Well, Jacob, thank you so much for spending some time with us here.
Thank you, Rick. It's my
And-
pleasure.
And we will be back in just a moment.